Hey good people, what's going on? Good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. This is Joy here with you. I'll be putting up a list today, once again, top 10. And this is going to be one of my those series that I update you with my last 2 or 3 months purchase. I just pick up 10 fragrances that I heavily use and they are my current favorite. So remember this is not by any means top 10 of all time, one thing. Second thing is this is not the top 10 best fragrance of all time, okay? These are some of the fragrances I used randomly and I bought recent times. Mostly gonna see my recent purchase, not the classic ones like Dior Intense, Line Dior. Those are classics. I use them all the time. But some of these fragrances, even if I used a bit older, I'm just gonna put it to in a list. I'm gonna show you what I've been wearing for last 2 to 3 months in the winter time. Kind of like springtime is coming up, last few days of winter, something like that. And I'll just update you on these fragrances. Because after the full review I got to wear them a little bit more, so think of it as an updated video, okay? And thank you for all the supports and likes and comments, also giving me a suggestion to improve here and there. I will try my best, okay? So number 10, I'm gonna start with the fragrance. I'm just giving you my opinion. You don't have to take it like an absolute. Once again, if I talk about any other reviewer or in the channel or other people's opinion, it can very well be different than mine. So this is the beauty of the game, remember this, someone a fragrance smells like apple, someone else they get pineapple, so there is that difference in nose choices, preferences, and how it works in their weather condition, say temperature or season or skin condition or their culture. Fragrances vary in that way. So number 10, I'm going to show you this fragrance is not getting so much love, but I love this a lot. This is Thierry Mugler's latest fragrance for men in the Amin line. This is Ultimate. So I heard Sebastian Zara said this is going to be the last one perhaps in the line. I'm not sure, but I hope not. This perfume, I think it's a really pleasant fragrance for the masses out there. Really nice, fresh citrus, kind of like a gourmandy, fresh gourmandy feel. And if you like to go to Starbucks, have your cappuccino or mochaccino or hazelnut latte, this is a great fragrance to wear. Fun fragrance, easy going, easy at the heart. Not absolutely the best from the line. I think absolute best would be Pure Malt, likes of those, all right? So this is Ultimate, number 10. Number 9, I'm going to go with fragrance. This is actually, I really recommend it very, very highly because now its price has gone down. This fragrance is inexpensive, flanker of a very popular fragrance. And this fragrance is really beast mode because this EDP, and this actually acts like EDP. This is good for all year round freshie. This is, as you can see, David of Cool Water Intense. The very beautiful bottle of 125 ml. Yes. So this perfume, it's not higher up in the list because I'm going in terms of smell, not going by the preference of performance. If it was about performance, this perfume would be much higher up. But to me, most important aspect of a perfume is the smell. So this one, it's not bad. I'm saying all these perfumes I picked them from randomly 30, 50 fragrances, okay? So everything in this list are good, okay? So Cool Water Intense, also many reviewers said this is not original, nothing like the original. And this one, it's kind of like a blah release. See, the thing is, yeah, perhaps to them because their nose grew and stuff, but I like to stay as a average Joe so I can appreciate simpler things in life. This is gonna work again just like Mugler. This is gonna work for mass crowd out there. If you just want one fragrance for everything, office, a date, everyday usage, signature scent, and you want it to last, Cool Water Intense does last a long time. Very nice smell, very fresh, and also sweet. And the fragrance just pushes. People come near you, they will actually smell your perfume. For summertime, this is gonna be really a great sort of a win. So number 9 is Cool Water Intense. And I'll tell you one thing. I have one in the top spot. I have one special mention that is my sample, but it's not my full bottle. I'm just showing you full bottles in my collection, okay? So number 8, I brought back La Male in my collection, in my rotation this winter. This is the Christmas edition of 2018. It's very close to the original thing, but I get a little bit more mint and sweetness from this. Really classy class act, This is masculinity at its best some 10 years back, okay? The perfume features, you guys know, mint, lavender, vanilla, tonka bean. It has some other notes, like the fragrance, it's kind of like powdery, clean, sexy kind of perfume, and it has nice little sillage, So it's really, really nice to have some classics in the rotation. This is one of the fragrance I used a lot in the winter. So number 8 is La Mole. You can go with the regular La Mole, still pretty good. Number 7, I'm gonna go with one of my favorites. This is getting like better and better with every single pick. Okay, so we're going from 10 to 1 according to ranking. Next one is my 7, Armani Stronger With You Freeze. This is my one of the latest purchase in the last month. This is a really beautiful bottle, but what I really like about this perfume is they made it the original DNA they kept, and they added a lot more citrus and fruity notes, and it makes it much more cooling and fresher up top. It's much easier to wear in the warmer weather. Now we're already seeing kind of like summer is coming up, and this is where this one shines. Very good longevity. Not as much as the Intensely, but this is pretty good. This is my second favorite in the line. So Armani Stronger With You Freeze. Try it out, it's a must try. So now we're gonna go number 6, and I'm gonna go for top 5. Number 6 is a fragrance, discontinued fragrance. As you can see, I'm showing you a little bit preview, of course not by choice, by accident, but this is Givenchy's Very Irresistible. I showed you from my sample, I reviewed it few years back, and I finally scored a bottle, and I will feature this again when I talk about the house of Givenchy. This is a fresh gourmand with a lot of mint, coffee and chocolate. This is as good as La Nuit L'Homme, Dior Homme Intense, and all those sexy fragrances like Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Just nobody talks about it and nobody got to try it. So because this is a house of Givenchy, hey, cheap house, designer house, trash. Don't do that, guys. You know, it's so unfair. So this perfume is just really sexy, very unique and fresh gourmand. If you like Salvatore Ferragamo Vumo, if you like the likes of Rocha's Man, if you like also Mugler Ultimate, some of these gourmand, sweet, fresh fragrances, this is very fresh gourmand and very, very beautiful green juice as well. Okay, so check out Givenchy's Very Irresistible. So that's my number 6, and we're entering top 5. And this top 5, we have one tie. Okay, and then apart from that, other ones are all single entries. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit choked. I don't know why. Wait. Yeah, better. Number 5, Mansera Instant Crush. This one bottle is gonna be empty soon because I heavily spray this, even though this one you just need 2 sprays, but I want to smell my perfume. This is excellent alternative to Baccarat Rouge 540. No disrespect to Baccarat, but for the value, it's not exactly pinpoint Baccarat Rouge clone, but the bottle 120 ml, 125 ml or 120 ml, whatever, and the performance, this smells, the projection, 3 days it lasts on your skin. So good. Easily one of the best bang for buck. Mansera's Instant Crush. I keep putting it in the list because this is that good. But the next 4, I am reaching for a little bit more, so I'll show you. So now number 4 is another classic. I love this bottle. I love the smell of this. This one pushes on me about 5 to 6 hours. Not really beast, but the smell is just so beautiful. This is Roca's Moustache EDP, and this perfume, if you do not have this, you need to get this. I usually do not say that about fragrances that much, but this is one of those perfumes you really need to sniff and keep it in a rotation for special occasions like dating and stuff. So romantic, so beautiful. They say this is clone of YSL Tuxedo, but on its own merit, you know, it's like a jammy rose sort of feel. It's a very the rose is just so lovely, you know, it's just so lovely, and you really need to sniff it. It's nothing like that out there. Okay, like this fragrance. Okay, I get the same class as Chanel Allure. So if you like Chanel Allure, the class of that, this is the same classy fragrance. Okay, Moustache EDP. Okay, number 3 are 2 fragrances. This is the Outset tie, and the tie is for same company, same house, and these fragrances were gifted to me by my dear brother Steven, and he is the channel Redolescence. Okay, so he has his own luxury line. He sent me a whole bunch of samples, the whole line, and he sent me 3 full bottles. So out of the 3, I enjoyed the 2 very, very much. Okay, so I'm showing you side by side. One of them still to be reviewed fully, like single review is gonna be out soon. These 2, as you can see, Navitus perfume. One is Navus. This is so easy. I don't have to speak about it. If you have the cash, you definitely should get it. Heavy, heavy bottle, beautiful cap, and the smell is something like some of the best neroli, bitter neroli, and then it follows a little bit of sweetness later with the fruitiness like Elysium does. So it's sort of like a hybrid of Creed's original vetiver, Creed's Neroli Sauvage, and Creed's Aventus Cologne sort of, with a lot of Elysium sort of blue elements in the high dry down. Very, very good performer for a fresh perfume. This I have been reaching for a lot. I spray this 5-6 times. I really feel happy. So that is Navus. That's very easy. But the second one I'll talk about, this one I really have to review, then you'll understand. This is called Oud Imperium. Okay, there's another one called Oud Luxuria. That one is a bit challenging, but this one opening is a little bit of a, check out the bottle, it looks like Enigma, but never mind. The bottle is really heavy. This perfume opens up with a little bit of oud, and you might be scared. You'll be like, oh wow, no, this is heavily, strictly oud. Give it time, half an hour or so, this fragrance turns into something more beautiful. Oud completely almost goes away, and I do not know what that is. The dry down, so pleasant, extremely long lasting. So this one 50 ml goes for $200, but you really need to get a sample pack. You'll see what I mean. So this one I also love a lot. So this one I think, as much I love Nabus, this one I love so much as well. So this is Oud Imperium from House of Navitus Parfum. Okay, so number 2 is a fragrance I just bought full bottle yesterday, but I had a sample for last few days, and that is this one, Versace Eros Flame. And I just love this perfume. I'm gonna put up this one against original Versace Eros, and I'll just compare them side by side with this beautiful bottle. I showed you this morning. I love this bottle design. This fragrance is so pleasant. It's so higher up in the list because the smell. You know, I love sweet perfumes. It's just simple. I love sweet fragrances. These are the kind of fragrance you put within first 2 hours, you're gonna get so many compliments. Like ladies who love this perfume, they might want to wear it on them. And this is such a sweet, youthful, unique opening with a lot of fruits, oranges, citruses, chinotto, mate, you know, very exotic notes, but it smells darn good in the opening. I bought this recently because I got a good deal. Prices have gone down a little bit. So I will put this up against original Eros, you'll see, and they have some vanilla in the dry down, but on the dry down it smells a lot like Eros original, but this is, for the first 2 hours, it's magical. I love Eros Flame. This is number 2. So I've been using from the sample, you see. So now the number 1, despite all the great fragrances there, no disrespect to any of the entries, but this one right here is my number 1 currently. I do not have a fragrance that I can call it better quality. I don't want to say that because many fragrances have quality, but this perfume is, since I bought it, since I've been using it, there's nothing like unique as this perfume. You know, this is one of my dream perfumes ever to try, and this is Roja of Enigma Cologne. I did review this, and I did review the EDP or the Pure Parfum EDP, yeah. But this fragrance is good enough on its own. If you never tried it, just try Enigma if you are into kind of like a daring perfume, you know. I just want to drink this stuff that good. So no matter what anybody tells you, give it a try on your skin, you'll see what I mean. And that almost ends the video, except one last entry. This perfume, I'm gonna get the full bottle, or partial rather, next month. I don't want to show you any samples, but I have to show you as an honorable mention. This is perhaps my close second favorite with that Enigma. Okay, in recent times that I sniffed a lot of perfumes. This is from House of Parfum de Marly. I reviewed it also. This is the Ojan. There is something about this perfume where I am in the fragrance journey. What I love, I told you I love honey, sweetness, you know, like a lot of fruits. And I like fragrance that actually pops from the skin and a little bit more daring out there. Ojan is that fragrance. You know, I have reviewed, I think, 8 to 10 Parfum de Marly. This is perhaps my first or second most favorite, you know. I love this over Herod. I love this over Carlisle. I love this over even Pegasus. Leighton perhaps is my number 1, but this Ojan, you really need to get a sample of this stuff, okay? And they say this is a clone of Embrun Narguilé or similar to that of Hermes, but much more affordable. Very beautiful bottle, really regal presentation, and the smell, yeah, I'm not wrong. This fragrance you really need to try. It's a very nice sort of apple pie, sort of a warm, sweet, spicy fragrance for cold weathers, but it has to stay in your collection if you're a collector. So Parfum de Marly Ojan is my honorable mention. So those are my most favorite current fragrances. What are some of your favorite current fragrances? Put them down in the comment box so people can see. Thanks for watching. I will do one more review later tonight. See you soon. Bye bye.